Hello guys, Belle here. If you're wondering who I am, I write articles, help cover esports, and do video guides for Method, with my major focus being on World of Warcraft. Now in this video we're going to be talking about the Netherlight Crucible for patch 7.3. The Netherlight Crucible is a new way to progress and add power to your weapon using relics. Socketed relics will allow you to pick traits that increase your artifact weapon's power in unique ways based off the traits that you choose and the path that you decide to take. Now, while the trait choices for the relics are essentially RNG, the ones you choose of said RNG options are entirely up to you. You will unlock the Netherlight Crucible in week 3 when the third and final chapter of Argus is open and you've completed it, as well as when the rest of the Macquarie zone opens up. Now, once you have unlocked the Crucible, you do get the achievement Now You're Cooking with the Netherlight. This unlocks the Netherlight Crucible account-wide, which is awesome for ulting. So let's talk about the UI. The top left are the 3 relic slots that you have socketed. The right box here, this is going to be your preview window. Now, this will allow you to see what trait options you're going to have before you actually socket the relic, which is pretty cool. But it is important to note that if you have a BOE relic, putting it in the preview window will actually soulbind it to you. So it'll basically render it untradeable. For each socket, you're going to have 3 tiers of options. For the first tier, this will be available when you unlock the Crucible for every socket. So the first tier trait will give you a 5 item level increase to your weapon. With all 3 relics having their first tier trait selected, this will give you a 15 item level increase overall for your weapon, which is not too shabby. The second tier offers 2 choices, depending if you want to take the shadow path or the light path. These passive traits offer various stat increases and proc options. It also randomly generates these from a pool of 6 different options from each side. Now, once you choose these, there's no going back. You can't undo, so once you've selected it, you're kind of stuck with that. The third tier here does focus on empowering a particular weapon trait by adding another rank to that specific trait. Progressing through the tiers is gated behind your artifact weapon level, which is gained by adding to the Concordance of Legionfall, which is something we're doing anyway. Here I have a breakdown of the weapon level required per relic slot per tier because it is different. The good news is with the AP gains from the patch, this shouldn't be too rough to increase. After a couple weeks of me playing in the PTR, I was getting those tokens in high amounts because of the new global bonus changes. Now, when you unlock the Crucible, you'll be able to gain the first trait of each of your current socketed relics right away. This, of course, is the same for anything you socket after the patch. Now, whether you can select the second and third tier of each relic, it does depend on your artifact weapon level at the time that you unlock it. So let's talk about how this happens. The UI is stupid easy. To begin the process, basically you click the relic you want to select. This will be the relic you want to focus on, and just click the first tier of each one to select it. For tier 2, looking ahead, you'll want to select either the left side, which is shadow, or the right side, which is light, and you'll want to have kind of the last tier in mind and what path you want to choose already before you select it. Now, the third tier, you'll be able to choose the middle trait regardless of what path you chose in the previous tier because this is a neutral trait. Something to note, there's a legendary called the Insignia of the Grand Army. This legendary will be available in patch 7.3.5 via reward from a raid quest called the Death of a Titan. The tooltip states you'll strike down the soul of Argus in the Burning Throne. Now, this legendary increases the effects of light and shadow powers granted by the Netherlight Crucible by 50%. I have yet to be able to confirm what level of difficulty for the raid this is going to be available in, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Since this increases the shadow and light traits, this doesn't mean it increases the first trait, which is the eye level, so it's not going to double your eye level because this first trait is a neutral trait. So there you have it. I hope this answered any questions and cleared up any confusion on the Netherlight Crucible and what to do once you have it unlocked. If you have any questions, make sure you comment below, and I always do my best to answer them. I would, however, like to know what your thoughts are on the addition of the Netherlight Crucible being added as a means of further weapon progression instead of them adding additional traits. I wonder what you guys think about it. I thought it was pretty cool, especially with the lore behind it, so definitely comment and let me know what you think. Now, as I said earlier, I do write for Method's website, which you can find in the description below, along with a write-up with bulleted points to complement this video and the information that I provided in it. But I also do have a weekly podcast about World of Warcraft called Pwnecast. Now, this focuses on news, World of Warcraft, basically helping the average player through content along with some super fun rando banter. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, make sure you check it out. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a like. Also, if you're new to Method, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news and things Method has going on. That's it for me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, and as always, thanks so much for watching.